Hey guys, welcome back to channel ToonPang. This is Jaden here. I do have to start off by saying we really apologise for being so late with the uploads. We've just been really busy lately. Blake started a new job. I'm busy with my couple jobs and uni. But we still really enjoy making these videos. And as long as we enjoy it, we're going to keep making them for you guys. And yeah, so this is a updated deck profile of the Altergeist deck that I have. And I've had a lot of success with this deck. It has won me a lot of locals, it's won me the worlds, and I just got it ready for regionals. They're coming up, and obviously I wanted to update it for that, and how I expect the meta to play out, I guess. And this is a no cherries variant. I really wanted to try building it without cherries, even though cherries is an amazing card. But just at the moment, because we're at the forefront of the new ban list, I can't really predict a lot of what's going to be played. I assume a lot of people are thinking the same thing. Obviously, I expect the Trick Stars to still be around, and Gokis, don't really, I think they just got like a slap on the wrist. BA, I think is still going to be really up there. I think Hero decks are going to come out and see a bit of play now, which I'm really happy about. Obviously, one of my favorite decks. But yeah, so this is the updated version. And I'll explain some of my card choices in there later, and I'll explain some side decking options and extra decking options and everything else. So yes, this isn't a cherries option, so it is a full 15 card extra deck built for the Altergeist deck. Now to start with, you want to run triple multi-faker. She is amazing. She's just, like, it's what the deck needed, and when she was released, it was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing card. Then you want to run the triple Milusic. She's honestly the heart and soul. I was so scared. Bowden, he did fantastic. I'm so happy that he did fantastic at Worlds, but I was so scared this card was going to get banned or limited. But no, we survived the ban list with unscathed, which is absolutely amazing. And she is definitely the best Altergeist. She does so much to your play. She sets up everything. She's absolutely amazing. Another card which is absolutely fantastic is Marionetta. She is basically your late game monster reborn. She is your trap searcher. She does everything, and it's absolutely amazing. Like, you can't run this deck without running 3 of her. She can revive multi-faker, and then multi-faker will get its effect, which is absolutely fantastic. She sets a trap directly from deck, and that is absolutely amazing for a trap deck. So you need to run her, and she's absolutely fantastic. She's also a level 4, which is, you know, not relevant for this build, but yeah, she's just got really great stats. And she's also she also has the highest attack of any of the Altergeist monsters. Just a really great card. Then you want to run the 2 Silkudus. You don't want to draw her. She's really bad to draw. So you'd say, oh, you run her at 1 because you don't want to see her, but you really want to see her multiple times. Special summon off multi-faker. So you've got to run her at 2. 3 would be too much, and 1 is not enough. So 2 is perfect. It does suck when you draw her, but even normal summoning her is fine as long as you have a trap to make her live, which is, you know, always good. And then the last Altergeist monster is the one Kung Query. Absolutely love this card. It sucks that its max rarity is Starfoil. I was lucky enough to get it, but this card is amazing. Like, it is genuinely amazing. She's basically your 3rd copy of Silkudus when they run out. She basically turns off any card on the field, which is absolutely fantastic. It's indescribable when you just special summon Conqueror out and your opponent has no idea what it does because they expect the Silkudus, and you just shut off their light stage or something, which is absolutely amazing. Then going into hand traps, I run triple Ash Blossom. I was running Ghost Ogre for like the longest time, but I think how we're going right now, Ghost Ogre is more, I put it into the side, specifically just to make room for the triple Ash. It's Ash Blossom, it does so much, it shuts off so many decks. With Heroes coming back and having that 1 copy of Stratos, it is kind of scary, so, well, it's amazing as well, but yeah, just being able to shut off that search for Stratos is absolutely amazing. Just being able to shut off any search really is absolutely amazing. Droll was not as effective in this deck. I tried it, I was playing around with the ratios of Droll, and I started coming to the realization that Droll was not the ideal hand trap for this deck. And bricking on hand traps is really bad. Like, it is honestly really sucky in this deck. Especially when you're running all traps and you just need to, it's a bit of a slower deck, but then really picks up, obviously. This deck can go from 1 to 100 really quickly. Double Effect Veiler, I don't have impermanences, so I run Effect Veilers. I don't feel the need for impermanences. I haven't missed them. Like testing online, I honestly didn't really notice a significant difference. It is good for shutting down floodgates, but honestly, you can play around them pretty easily. It isn't a big deal. I like the effect veilers. It has better timing as well, so it's just your opinions, my opinions, doesn't really matter. Triple protocol. I need to explain myself here why I'm running triple protocol over the standard 2. I know a lot of people run 2 because it's super searchable. Well, it's not super searchable from Marionetta. But the reason why I'm running 3 is because I want to open this up in my opening hand. I really do. It's just a card that you can chain or just activate during the standby and then just special summon Multi-Vega. It's a good card. It's just a really fantastic trap to bring Multi-Vega out with, and that's why I run it. I want to see it. I don't just want to be able to search it. I don't want, if I have this in my hand, that means I can go and search something else, which is just better. And then like, yeah, and then also I run the double manifestation. Opinions on 1 to 2, it varies between everyone else. I like the 2, just because it's just, I want to see it. I want to see 2 manifestation. It is an amazing card, and it's people say, well, do you want to open it first turn? But I say to that, I do want to open it first turn if I've opened the Meluseek and no Multi-Faker. You merely like it's what you need. Let me explain this. So you go Meluseek, and then you send it to the grave for Link Creepo. You search a Multi-Faker, and then you set manifestation. This gives you a live trap. This gives you the live trap card that you can activate to special summon Multi-Faker, and that is absolutely important and comes in so much. It comes in so clutch. Yeah, another one is Amulet Elf. I took this card out. I put it back in. I took it out. Put it back in, and I finally ended on I'm putting it back in because I miss it so much when it's out of the deck. It protects all your traps, and it is another body on field. It's got 1800 booty, which is absolutely fantastic. It absolutely, like, it's really good against Trickstars. Like, it's indescribably good against Trickstars because they need to deal with it, which makes it absolutely amazing. They can't light stage any of your traps, which is actually fantastic. I wouldn't even put this into the side for that matchup. I want it in the main. I honestly do. When I see it, there's absolutely fantastic. It can help push for damage, and it's also more targets for your your Silk Bounce. It's targets for the Protocol. It's just more bodies for your Link Summons. I just really like the card. It opens up a lot of plays for the deck. And then obviously the triple personal spoofing. I got my 2 rares and the 1 Starfoil, just the way I like to have my ratios. The Starfoil is the update, or it's actually like a little bit of a different card text because it says you can search Altergeist cards. It doesn't have to be a different Altergeist card. The wording confuses a lot of people, so it's just nice to have a Shadowfoil or Starfoil one in the deck just to refer to. Next, I run 3 of the God card for Altergeist. This card is absolutely fantastic. It's indescribable how good this card is in Altergeist. It's an auto win most of the times. You flip Rivalry of Warlords, and your opponent, they absolutely freak out. A lot of people don't even know that they can't. They're like, oh, it's Rivalry of the Warlords. Okay, I'm going to link away into something different and then go back into my own typing for the deck. And then you explain to them that no, you can't do that. You're stuck on whatever monster I've put you under. And you have so much control in this deck that you can pretty much manipulate what monster they're stuck on. Another card I really love to splash in this deck is Torrential Tribute. This card is scary. Scary good for you anyway. Scary for your opponent because you board wipe them. Well, you don't want to let them get to the point in a Goki matchup where it's just like they've made their indestructible wall with Tri-Gate pointing to everything. You just want to basically nuke their board. They're like, well shit, that's a card, and then chain Multi-Faker to the resolution of this. And you basically nuked your board, but then you brought out Multi-Faker to establish your board again, which is absolutely fantastic, and you'll be supported by your traps, hopefully by that point. Next I run Triple Strike. Triple Strike is absolutely amazing. Like, I was running 2 Strike, a Warning, and a Judgment. Triple Strike, though, is the best, in my opinion, the best Solemn card for this current time in the game. Just because it can stop hand traps. And stopping that special summon is also so important because what deck doesn't special summon? And then the 1 Solemn Judgment because it literally just reads no to a lot of things, except monster effects, but like who cares? That's where you have Strike. So you run Triple Strike and the Judgment just for your big no, basically. And then the last trap you run is the Imperial Order. This card is often just an instant win when you activate it. Your opponent just gives up then and there. This was in my side for so long, and the reason for that was I had the mentality that Burning Abyss are a deck, or there's rogue strategies that don't run a lot of spells. And then I found myself siding it in every single game. Every single game I wanted to side in Imperial Order, except for BAs, but like the off chance that you come across a BA, you just side it out. But I found myself siding in so much, so I'm just like, oh, I'm just going to put it in main deck. And I get this off now, and it's just an instant win most of the time now. And then for the last 3 cards I run in the deck for the spells, I run Triple Pot of Duality. I didn't want to run the Desires. It's too situate, like it can honestly lose you the game, and I don't want to lose control in this deck. I want to have all my cards available to me when I need them, which is really what I was going for with this build. So Triple Pot of Duality, it does come up to a situation where you open the Miloseek into Duality, and it's a bit annoying, but honestly, Duality is the best one. When Pot of, is it called Pot of Indulgence? The new one that they've just announced that comes out, that is definitely going to be a staple in this deck. It is fantastic. Obviously, Altergeist don't need their extra deck as much as other decks, and that card's going to be absolutely insane, assuming that Altergeist haven't been hit on the ban list until then. And then we're just going to move straight onto the extra deck. So the extra deck is 15 cards with no cherries targets. These are all cards that can be accessible by the Altergeist monsters. Your most important card is obviously going to be your Triple Hextia. You want to run Triple Hextia for the sole reason that Multi-Faker, you can only summon out Altergeist monsters the turn you activate Multi-Faker's effect. So triple of this is an absolute must, and I know people are only running at 2 or 1 because not 1. I hope not 1, but because they only see 1 or 2 per game. And what I say to that is, I honestly just make triple so much that I have to run it at 3, and I don't understand why they're not making triple. You make Triple Hextia, your opponent's most often just going to quit the game because you just created so much shutdown with your back row and her that there's not really a lot they can do. Then you want to run the Runtime Banshee. She does come up. She was basically there for beating the Ultimate Falcon and stuff, but like her effect is okay. Like, yeah, it's really just for beating over Ultimate Falcon if you accidentally prog the Waking the Dragons. But that doesn't happen very often. And yeah, her effect is actually pretty decent, so it does come up a little bit. Link Kribo for the players, obviously with Miloseek. It is an absolutely fantastic card. Just because it can negate attacks, and then also search you the Multi-Faker with the Miloseek after you do that. And then once you're under Rivalry, you can only go into Spellcaster type monsters, so you got the Clara Arushka. She does the exact same thing that Link Kuribo does, except it doesn't negate attacks, but she serves the same purpose and just searching out that Multi-Faker for you. And then also the Akashic Magician. This card, I cannot express how clutch this card is in so many games now because people just aren't expecting the Akashic Magician. You put them under Rivalry, they go, okay, crap, I'm under Rivalry. They start to panic and they start putting things in zones that they really probably shouldn't be, or most of the time they'll just keep things. So they'll keep bloody Saryuja up in the main zone. This was a game that kept Saryuja up in the main zone, and I just made Akashic to bounce Saryuja and won that turn. Absolutely fantastic, like I cannot express, and under Rivalry it is perfect. One Underclock Taker, honestly I'm just running it because it's generic too. It does help because a lot of your monsters are really weak, like really weak attacks, so just being able to hit your opponent and lowering their monster's attack is good. It's just really good. Then I'm running a small Nightmare package. It's just the Nightmare Mermaid for Ibli and to get rid of your Cerberus and Phoenix. Really just monster removal and spell and trap removal is just good, and then not being stuck with them is also good. But yeah, so that's pretty much for the Nightmares. And then I run for just a bigger monster, Deco Talker. Deco Talker is still a good 3. If you're gonna take it out, you need to replace it with another 3. Probably like a Nightmare Unicorn or something. Just you need something. You need a bigger monster that's easily accessible. I like that it's 2+ effect monsters, and that's always really nice. Yeah, it's really all it is. It's just and it has a bit of protection, which is nice as well. Then you want to run the one Ningirsu World Chalice Warrior. This is fantastic card. It's so easy to make. It's just 2+ Link monsters, which is easy because you run so many Link 2s. You know, just a Ningirsu is just non-targeting removal is really good. But yeah, easy to make in this deck. It's really good. A card that's a bit harder to make, but I'm running it anyway, is Topological Bomber Dragon. You can make it with the double Hextia, and that's why you also want to run 3, because it just has more access to your extra deck. I don't run Borreload because Borreload is 3+ effect monsters, and that is even harder to make in this deck. A Link 4 is difficult on its own, and I think Bomber Dragon is... Well, this is my favourite card in the game. If you didn't know already that Topological Bomber Dragon is my favourite card in the game, especially in this deck, you make Topological Bomber Dragon, you chain a trap, Special Summon Multi-Faker to the Silquidus to the 2 zones that he's not pointing to, and you basically just have this huge lock, honestly. It's just... It's so terrifying. And then for your side, you run the one Ultimate Falcon. This is Awakening the Dragon build because you do not run the cherries. Yeah, this is actually honestly amazing. You can run the Naturia Exterior as well, but I found that just bringing this out, and even if they out it, you've done enough to stall out the game to where you've built your board to the win position, which is fantastic. So Ultimate Falcon is really all you need. It's just such a big monster. It's a big threat. It's a huge threat. Going on to the side deck, I just run the Double Ghost Ogre. I don't like this at 3. I wouldn't side him more than 2. This card is super good against boss monster decks. It's actually fantastic. It's really good now that I guess it's okay against Invoke just to get rid of the Meltdown and whatever else. True Dracos gets rid of that diagram, which is really good. This is really good against True Dracos, honestly. But it's just really necessary considering this deck has a little bit of a power struggle with boss monsters. It also beats the Light Stage, it's just a lot of cards. It is really good in the deck. Spell Trap Hate, I really don't like them, so more Spell Trap Hate. I run 2 Secret Village of the Spellcasters and 3 Metaverse. I didn't want to max out on Secret Village of the Spellcasters. It was too bricky for me. I would open spells, and spells aren't good in this deck. I want to be able to search it off Metaverse. If you open the Secret Village Spellcast, it's not too bad, and you know that you still have 1 copy in the deck, and it gets to be searched off of the 3 copies of Metaverse, which is a trap that you can chain Multi-Faker to. So you just want to be as careful with this engine as possible. You can run 3/3 if you really wanted to, but just be wary that you are going to open spells, and that is not ideal, especially if they're not searching spells. Then you want to run the 3 Waking the Dragon. This card has won me games, like games after games. So game 1, you're playing a standard, and then game 2, they're going to side in all their spell and trap removal. And I swear the amount of times that they just open Twin Twister out of nowhere, and it's just like, well, great job, you opened Twin Twister, real skillful. But then you just set that Waking the Dragon. You've just set Waking the Dragon, and they're like, oh, Twin Twister. And you're like, okay, Ultimate Falcon. And they're like, whoa, that's a card. It's just such a great feeling when they hit your Waking the Dragon. It really just feels like you're punishing them a little bit, which is I don't know. It's a little bit evil on my part. And then I run the triple wiretap. I really wanted to run Red Reboot. I really did. I wanted to trade this into Red Reboots, but I'd make Red Reboot. I couldn't OTK that turn, and then they'd beat me next turn because of the trap they set was like an evenly matched or something, which is tough shit for me. This is honestly just as good. I'll explain why, because the really only card you want to beat is evenly matched. So they've sided in evenly matched against you in game 2, so you've set wiretaps. So you've set the wiretap, and then by the time they've evenly matched you, so you've already established a board and you've set your wiretap. So then they've gone evenly matched because they made you go first. You have the negate for the evenly matched. That's all you need it for. You don't need to control it in your hand. They're just gonna skip to battle phase anyway and then go evenly matched. It happens so often, and you just gotta take more like the amount of times that they won't have a turn and they'll just go battle phase evenly matched. And I'm just like, whoa, rip, wiretap. And they're like, well, shit. Okay, I'm in my battle phase, I have to go main phase 2, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna negate all your shit in main phase 2, and then you get nothing, which is absolutely fantastic. Wiretap is fantastic. It's absolutely amazing. I love the card. Double Heavy Storm Duster. This card is like absolutely amazing. It is scary how good this card is. I wanted to run 3 so bad. I tested it out at 3. I just couldn't find the room. Like this side deck is so tight that I just could not find the room. But Heavy Storm Duster is obviously just 3 Twin Twister, and then plus, just super plus. It's just you Twin Twister, go +1, and then just multi-faker and go plus another 2. And just it's ridiculous. the amount of plus you just get off of this is nuts. And depending what you hit, more plus. Just don't hit that Waking the Dragons. Then you'll be forced to make the Prime Banshee. But yeah, that's the side deck. And that is the whole Altergeist deck. This is what it's at now. Like, this is my build currently that I'm going to be taking to regionals. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Leave a comment on what I could do to improve it before the regionals, because that's always much appreciated if you have suggestions. I have been working on this for a long time, and this is just how I like to play the build. And it's obviously going to keep developing over time, as long as it doesn't get hit on the ban list, which I'm always going to be scared of whenever ban list season comes around. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
The apocalypse.